सांसें खुलकर ली, सांसें खुलकर ली, तरक्की हमने की, हर एक पल झूमे इंडिया, गाता है मन
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
हो आजादी के रंगों से हम दीप जलाए, पैनोरामा के संग हम खुशियाँ मनाए, ओ मिलकर अपने देश की ऐसी शान बढ़ाए, अपने बच्चों को भारत का इतिहास सुनाए।
मेरा भारत चाहे अब खुशहाली आए, ये दुनिया देखे अपनी आजादी,
जहाँ सुंदर हर एहसास हो
और बुझती हर एक प्यास हो।
ऐसा है मेरा देश,
हिंदुस्तान मेरे वतन, तुझ पर फिदा हम सब का मन।
मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया, मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया, मेरा इंडिया पैनोरामा इंडिया, हमारा इंडिया पैनोरामा इंडिया।
जय 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 हे।
Namaste, everybody, and welcome to Namaste Live Grand Finale two-day India Day celebration. We are so grateful to this entire community that has come together for the last day and celebrated with us at our Indian Consul. And we are ecstatic to share with you now all the different winners that are participating and all the different contests, but more importantly, that we're ready here. Cannot wait for you all to find out who the winners were. It was a very, very nice competition. Before we even proceed, I'd like to invite our Indian Consul to welcome you to it. Srivastava, and she will help kick off the show next. As she's joining us on screen, of course, I want to begin by saying thank you to our title sponsors who were able to make this happen for us. So I want to start by saying thank you to Martin Group, Sigma Solutions, ICICI Bank, and Incredible India. I want to thank our partner organization sponsors, CIF and ICCC, Indo Chamber of Commerce. Canada India Foundation is, of course, CIF. I want to thank our gold sponsors, CIBC Private Wealth Management. I want to thank Borders Law Firm. I want to thank ICC Immigration. I want to thank Sarabjit Real Estate. I want to thank Different Strokes Graphic Design, SBI State Bank of India in Canada, and I want to thank Host. I also want to thank our silver sponsors. I would like to thank Tamarind Restaurant, Globe IN, Minaz Jewelers, SPS Canada, Top Links, and Joshi Law. And as you know, Panorama India is a non-profit organization, and all of our events that affect that we have to support sponsors and community organizations that are truly contributing to help us make this happen. I'd also like to thank at this time all the board partners, the community organizations, and the many, many, many other individuals that have been involved in making this two-day celebration happen. As we began this two-day journey that we saw over the last, since yesterday, 12 p.m. we went live, and it's been non-stop till today. Behind the scenes, there is our entire board and volunteers, and today we are going to introduce you to all of them. You've probably seen them throughout the two days this month, which is also part of today's grand finale. And of course, we have some more surprises to share with you. I'd like to begin, of course, as everybody is joining us on screen. We have a 2-minute highlight that we would like to share with all of you for what has happened in the last 2 days. So what I would like to do at this point is share with you a journey over the last 2 days for the India Day celebration. I think they're just queuing up the audio. Welcome to a live show. This is what happens as we're getting ready for a live show. Very shortly, you will see a 2-minute video that is going live. And in the meantime, I'd like to also invite all the community organizations and the float partners to be ready, because we are going to be we're going to be inviting all our judges to the front screen to help us with the announcements of the various floats. I will tell you this much. The submissions for voting was unbelievable. When Apoorva ji joins me, she will actually be sharing that as part of that during that segment. We couldn't believe the community response. Let's just say public voting happened. And everyone's favorites were very apparent. And share all of that with you. We also had a lot of feedback from my judges about the winners were invited to the winners. We also have the contest winners who were recognized as well. So give us 2 seconds. We are going to be beginning now. If you have a second and beginning our journey for the 2-minute highlight video. But I believe our Consul General is here and ready to join us now. Apoorva ji, are you ready to come on screen with us and celebrate? If I can ask backstage to please bring Apoorva ji on screen.
सांसें खुलकर ली, सांसें खुलकर ली, तरक्की हमने की, हर एक पल झूमे इंडिया, गाता है मन,
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
हो आजादी के रंगों से हम दीप जलाए, पैनोरामा के संग हम खुशियां मनाए, वो मिलकर अपने देश की ऐसी शान बढ़ाए, अपने बच्चों को भारत का इतिहास सुनाए।
मेरा भारत चाहे अब खुशहाली आए, ये दुनिया देखे अपनी आजादी,
जहाँ सुंदर हर एहसास हो
और बुझती हर एक प्यास हो।
ऐसा है मेरा नेशन,
हिंदुस्तान मेरे वतन, तुझ पर फिदा हम सब का मन।
मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया, मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया, मेरा इंडिया पैनोरामा इंडिया, हमारा इंडिया पैनोरामा इंडिया।
जय 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 हे।
Namaste, everyone. I hope my sound is much better now. I put on headsets. Welcome to a live show. You have to work with it. I hope it is better. And now I would like to, with no further ado, invite our Indian Consul General in Toronto, Mrs. Apoorva Srivastava, to please join me on screen. Namaste, Apoorva ji.
Namaste, namaste. I'm so excited. Thank you, Panorama India, for putting this together. And I'm really excited about the finale and, the prizes and who won the prizes.
Yes, Apoorva ji has been part of every step with us in this entire journey. I cannot believe the 2 days are over, Apoorva ji, with all the work that has been on. And by the way, so everybody knows, not only was she out yesterday making her celebration happen with the community wherever individually, she was also watching the live stream in between in her car as well. So Apoorva ji, from everyone, what has it felt like this weekend to you?
It has been phenomenal, as you rightly said, I have been, between planting trees and flagging off rallies and seeing the Niagara all lit up in tricolors. I was looking into the various floats, the various, the live shows also, and whatever I could not, I did. I made it a point to do it before. It's a 1.5 hour drive to Niagara and back, so 3 hours I had full. So I had seen the whole thing, and it's been amazing and phenomenally. I mean, it's phenomena. How can everybody put so much about a state in these 10 minutes, and so much hard work has gone into it. I know this looks like 10 minutes, but hours and hours of work would have gone into that, and
Yes.
I really appreciate it, and thank all of you for giving so much time and with so much enthusiasm. So really, really grateful and looking forward, on who wins. I don't know. Nobody has told me yet.
And Apoorva ji, one huge thing this time, I mean, one is, of course, the entire community came together for this 2-day virtual, first time ever celebration for 2 full days. But on top of that, we had over 20 media partners that live streamed this. So we are so blessed and grateful for the media community in Toronto. कि they have come together. उनका हमने इतना challenge डाला था कि जिधर जहाँ देखें उनके लिए easy हो जाए. And they all came through and they made it so easy. I have watched on 5 different platforms, so for 2 days, just to keep up with all the different channels. And we truly are thankful to them. And we will be, of course, listing them at the end of the show. We've listed them all weekend. But it is our way to say thank you to them for putting all this effort to get the content to you, the viewers.
Yeah.
So, Apoorva ji, let's start with the contest because we've had so many contests running. And I know between us, we've been chatting, the submissions have been unbelievable. Very difficult decision. So I think if you're ready, let's begin by going through our contest.
Sure. I'm really ready.
So let's start. And guys, Apoorva ji is going to help me. So I don't even know who the winners are. She actually knows who the winners are. I will announce the contest and then Apoorva ji will help announce the winners. So our first contest was the photography contest, where we had challenged that whatever your images, your favorite pictures that you have of your time in India, please share. And Apoorva ji, who are the winners?
Actually, the judges have told me that the decision was, so tight and it was so neck to neck that they couldn't declare one single winner. So we have 2 now. So we have Harvinder Singh and we have Nilanjan. So congratulations to both of you.
Yes.
Are we showing? Okay, we'll gradually show the pictures also, but
Yes.
Congratulations to the winners. And the pictures are stunning, and definitely you'll look forward to watching the pictures later.
Yes, and we will actually be sharing. So one is, so everybody knows the consulate is actually doing the prizes, which even I wanted to enter just because I want to win. They give very good prizes. And Apoorva ji will also be sharing a lot of these images throughout because we had so many runners up as well in all these contests, and it was a very tough decision, like you said. The next contest was Rang De India. It was an art competition, painting. We had 2 categories in that, Apoorva ji. First, of course, let's begin with the junior category. And who is the winner for the junior category? And how did we do that?
We again in this category also, we had some lovely submissions. It was again a very hard decision for the judges. I was not the judge, let me clarify. I'm just announcing it. But the judges tell me that it was really, really hard for them to.
Yes.
So we, as you rightly said, we have 2 categories and we have 1 winner for each category. And definitely we'll have runners up. For junior category, the winner is Aditi Shah. So congratulations, Aditi. And there are 2 runners up. Who are Nilangsh Nagpure, he is the first runner-up, and Sukrat Singh is second runners-up. So congratulations, Aditi, Nilangsh, and Sukrat for your wonderful entries and winning the prize. You will get your prize very soon.
Yes, and then we had the adult category, Apoorva ji.
So I did it the wrong way last time, but I want to correct myself. I'll go from second runners-up to the winner. So the second runners-up in adult category of Rang De India Art Competition is Amandeep Kaur, and he's from Vancouver. Then first runners-up is Sanjoy Das. The entry has come from India. I mean, you want me to send the prizes there in India?
Apoorva ji, prizes to India se wale humko bhi mangwa do. And then the winner.
The winner is Natwar Lal Patel. So congratulations, Natwar Lal, Sanjoy and Amandeep for participating.
Look at
oh wow, lovely. This is the first prize winner.
Yes. Look at this. Look at the artwork. Oh my God.
Beautiful.
This is unbelievable. And so let's move on to the next contest, Apoorva ji. And this, by the way, this contest, so everybody who knows, was actually Apoorva ji's idea. All these contests, we actually brainstormed together. But this one especially was her idea because it is a product we are all using quite well now. It was called Sabse Pehle Face Mask Competition. And they were supposed to paint a face mask in the best, India theme or colors. And
the winner is, can you believe it? It's again Natwar Patel. I know. Is it the same Natwar Patel? I'm sure.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow. Can I have this so that I can wear it for my function?
Natwar ji, I think the Apoorva ji has a very special request. Please send her this face mask.
Okay, it's not Panorama India's property.
No. देखिए
Okay.
प्राइस तो आप ही दे रही है ना.
So Natwaji, please send this face mask for me to use it, and I will acknowledge you properly wherever I go and where and go.
So the next contest is the trivia, and so everybody knows this is a daily trivia. And actually, Apoorva ji's team helped us with all the 5 questions because they are very good questions, and we had so many submissions. Picking one per day randomly was very, very hard. So Apoorva ji, I will read the first question, and then you can announce the winner to us. How many states and union territories are there in India? And the winner was
Bhuvneshwari Vishwanathan. Congratulations, Bhuvneshwari. It was a little trick question because we just changed, last year the number of states were changed. So congratulations, Bhuvneshwari, for your correct answer.
And then the next winner, the question was, Kathakali is a popular dance form from which state?
So the winner is, so the answer is Kerala, of course, and
Yes.
the winner is Bishwajit Das. Congratulations, Bishwajit.
And then the next question is, Bhima's Lounge is another name of which popular UNESCO heritage site in India?
So the answer is Rock Shelter of Bhimbetka. It's in Madhya Pradesh, and the winner is Mayur Jain. Congratulations to you.
What is the national flower of India?
You tell me, Sumita, what is the answer?
No, don't ask me the answer.
And you're expecting a prize.
मुझे prize मिल जाएगा. बोलिए.
So the answer is Lotus, Kamal, and the winner is Richa Digesh. Congratulations, Richa.
And then the last question was, Pata Chitra is a popular art form of which state?
The answer is Odisha, and the winner is Chintan Bhavsar. Congratulations, Chintanji.
Congratulations to all these winners. All these names will be shared with the consulate, so you all know, and then somebody from their office is going to be reaching out and working with all of you, and we will actually be sharing all of this on social media as well, all the artwork, so you can all get to see it. Now, Apoorva ji, I think we're ready for the big portion because there is a lot of community groups just waiting to hear this. So I think we should invite, we are now going to be announcing the floats, the winners for all the floats, and I'd like to invite all 4 of our judges to please join us on screen, and then I will be introducing each one of them as they appear on screen. And very shortly, so Lalita ji is of course joined us, Lalita Krishna ji. I see Mr. Jake Deer has joined us. Jake is on mute, and Jake will now unmute himself. Lata ji has now joined us, and we're just waiting for, and Jasmine ji has joined us. I will ask each of you to please unmute yourself. And if before we begin, Apoorva ji, I would like to, if it takes a few minutes, just to introduce our judges and who they are. Not that they need to be known. Everybody in Toronto knows them all. But just to give a quick introduction, Jake Deer, there's not an event I go to in Toronto that if Jake is not there, I'm not sure what's happening. But Jake is a senior manager with Omni Television and Rogers Media and continues to contribute in leadership capacity on boards of several organizations, including City of Mississauga, Mississauga Chinese Business Association, Trillium Health Partner Foundation, to name a few. He has been honored with numerous awards, recognitions in the broadcast industry, and his 35 plus years of volunteer and community engagement and humanitarian work. So welcome, Jake, one of our amazing judges. Next, I'd like to invite Jasmine ji, Jasmine Sawant. She's an actor, producer, writer, manager, co-founder, and artistic director, co-director of the Art Award-winning Savitri Theatre Group, and we all know Savitri Theatre Group. Jasmine works extensively in the arts, especially in theater in Mississauga, and is an award-winning writer. She has co-written plays for Savitri Theatre Group. So welcome, Jasmine ji.
Thank you.
Next, we have Lalita Krishna ji, who is on the top right. Maybe you should wave, as I mentioned. Lalita Krishna ji is an award-winning documentary filmmaker whose films have been screened on all major networks and featured at film festivals around the world. She has been a keynote speaker at several conferences and workshops worldwide. In addition to winning major awards for her films, Lalita ji is also the winner of the 2013 Crystal Award for Mentorship given by Women in Film and Television, the Trailblazer 2012 Award given by the Real World Film Festival, and the recipient of the Dreamcatcher Award given by the Hope and Dreams Festival in New York. Welcome, Lalita ji.
Okay.
And finally, but not the least, Lata Pradaji. And who does not know Lataji? Lata Pada is the founder and artistic director of Sampradaya Dance Creations, an award-winning company at the forefront of Indian dance in Canada. She's trained under India's eminent gurus Kalya Manani and Kalyandar Sundaram and the late Padma Bhushan Kalanandini Narayan. She has an extensive international career as Bharatnatyam soloist. Lataji is a recipient of the Order of Canada and has the distinction of being the first South Asian artistic to receive this prestigious national award. Oh, wow. Congratulations for that. Lataji has also received the Pravasi Bharatiya Saman in 2010 by the President of India for her outstanding contribution to Indian arts in Canada. So Lataji, Jasmine ji, Jake ji, and Lalita ji, welcome to the grand finale of India Day celebration. I would like to begin by having each of you share your experience. Both Apoorva ji and I are very grateful to each of you for giving your time and reviewing every one of these float submissions. I know it was not easy for each of you, and I know it was a lot of work, and I know the decision was very difficult as well. But I would like to begin asking each of you, what has your experience been like, and as you were doing this? So maybe I'll start from the top. Lalita ji, if you were to share a few words.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. I can't tell you what a pleasure it was, especially because of the COVID pandemic, we couldn't travel. And this was an amazing feast for us to be able to actually do a Bharat Darshan, watching all the floats, traveling. I honestly felt I was in the middle of each and every state, enjoying the diversity and the rich culture and traditions that we have to offer. What a fantastic treat. Thank you so much for asking me to be a judge.
Thank you. And I'll continue with the ladies, if that's okay, Jake. So next, I would like to ask Jasmine ji, what is your thoughts of this experience, and what did you see? What has been your experience so far?
Right. So first of all the best to all of us for India Day 2020. And it's wonderful to be celebrating 74 years of independence. And thank you for inviting me to be part of this process. It was very exciting, actually. And, when you said this is going to be a virtual float, I was just trying to wrap my head around that idea. And I found it very difficult. But when I saw all the work that had gone into creating, each state had done such a great job. Everyone had worked so hard. And for me, there were many different kinds of journeys. There was nostalgia. There was a desire to go explore parts of India that I haven't been to yet. Then there was getting excited about Rajasthan, because I just visited Rajasthan in January. And I said, oh, I've been there. So that was very exciting. So thank you so much. I really enjoyed the journey, even though it was virtual. And I'm hoping that 2021, I'm able to go somewhere, actually travel. So thank you.
Well, we hope in 2021 you'll join us in person at Nathan Phillips Square.
Sure,
Let's all hope.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
Thank you. And Lataji, I'd love for you to share a few words. I mean, you have a long journey with us at Panorama India, but I would love this experience. What was this experience like for you?
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's been a real privilege, actually. I was really taken by the diversity of the communities that we have in Toronto. I had no idea that there are people from every region of India here in Toronto, and who are maintaining their cultures. The younger people are following the cultures and are being trained in the dance and the music of those regions. But it reminded me what an incredible country India is.
Yes.
The diversity that India is, the beauty of the landscapes, and that we are such an incredible country with so many faiths, so many religions, all coexisting in India. And it just made me promise to myself that I am going to go to every one of those regions when I can, when the COVID pandemic is over. It is truly such a beautiful country.
Yes. And thank you, of course, for all your times and for time and giving and helping this to happen. And of course, Jake, who of course has been part of all of our celebrations at India Day. He's always the one on stage kicking it off, actually, both Republic Day and India Day. I'm so pleased and happy that you were part of this because you know most of these groups. You've seen all of this happen. Jake, what was this experience virtually like for you?
It was incredible, Sumita. The best part about going last is my fellow judges have pretty well said a lot of things that I was hoping to say. But it's very interesting. You're right. I know a lot of these wonderful groups, and for them to take the time, take the effort to celebrate and showcase their culture virtually through video, I think that was phenomenal. And I have to tell you, like Lataji said, India is so vast in geography and culture and food and so many things. I am so excited. I told the family that, listen, we're going to do a trip to India, but we can't do it all in one time. So we'll do the south one time, we'll do the north, and then the east and the west, because the landscape and so much. And to all the groups, thank you so much for sharing your culture with us in this manner.
Yes.
And thank you to you, Sumita, and to Panorama India, to your entire team, and to our Consul General as well, Apoorva ji, for taking this initiative. It was a lot of work, I'm sure, from your perspective. It was probably a lot of work, but you didn't want to just let India Day go by. All right, folks, here's a little video and Vande Mataram, and there you go, right? You actually did something. And one of the great things about Panorama India is that it engages people. And and certainly the way Apoorva ji did it, and yourself and your teams, you engage people, whether it was those art contests or this wonderful float idea.
Yeah.
Excellently done. And thank you again for allowing us to be a part of it.
So one thing I will tell all of you, when we began this journey of virtual parades and virtual float, one thing Apoorva ji said is, we need to try our best to have all 28 states represented. And I can truly say, we hope we made her proud because we had all 28 states represented. And I think it's the first time, as you all know, that even in the physical parades, we have not been able to do that. And that is the feedback we've received from the audience, that some people had never seen some of these states visually, come on camera, because you don't find time to see that. So what I hope, if nothing else, when we are all able to get back on our plane and travel somewhere safely, that the tourism of, and going back home and discovering India, that journey, continues.
It was a lot of good learning as well. Got so many facts and very interesting stuff. And I was walking away and telling the kids, did you guys know that there's a bridge that's made of trees and there's this and there's that? And I was excited. I'm telling you guys, I was enthused. And to see young people involved and participating, right?
Yes. Kids.
Beautiful stuff. Well done, guys. Well done.
Very well done. Very well.
So a big part of, just everybody knows, there were two parts the way these votes have been calculated. We had our judges who worked very hard to score, and I know the decision. You have no idea the discussions that have gone on, which is my favorite part, because we have such talented people who viewed these and had their own eye on them. But the other 50 parts was public voting, and the response was overwhelming. So before we do anything, Apoorva ji, what is that number that we had of public voting?
So first of all, I would like to, welcome and thank all the judges here. This is the first time I'm meeting you guys in this group.
Virtual.
I have not met Jasmine ji, but I will definitely like to meet you very soon. Thank you, Lata ji. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Jasmine, and thank you, Lalita ji, for taking out time and going through all the floats. It's I know it's a lot of hard work, and it's. So thank you first of all for that, and we look forward to working with you. I've worked with Jake and Lataji separately in different issues, but getting together and finding time and so much efforts in actually judging it. I know it's sometimes become tedious. So thank you for that. So for your question, Sumita, we have received 2,766 votes which are submitted online. It's a huge number. I mean,
yes. That means the people were watching. So all the float, I know everybody's watching from their float. People were watching your floats. You can be proud of that you have now educated these many people on your state, and these many people are now aware of your state. So I think, Apoorva ji, with your blessing, let's get this announcements going.
Definitely. I'm also looking forward.
So I'm going to ask Mr. Jake Deer, who is really our official MC everywhere else, to please take over this part, Jake, and help us get going with announcing the winners.
Thanks very much, Sumita and Apoorva ji. You know, the best part about doing this virtually, I didn't have to shave today. This is great.
Today you should have shaved today, Jake.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, hold on.
Look at Lata ji. Look at Lalita ji. And look at Jasmine.
They look awesome always. All right. Let's start with so we'll do the third place, followed by the second place, and then first place, and then we'll do a very special one at the end. But let's start with third place, and I'd like to ask Jasmine Sawant to please announce that.
Do we have a drum roll or something? And the third place goes to the state of Assam.
Wow. Beautiful. Congratulations to Assam. Congratulations. Jake.
Very nice. Yes, thank you very much. All right. Very good. Jasmine, do you recall anything about Assam by any chance?
Do I recall anything about Assam? I know that I have to make a trip to Assam. And what really got me about that particular float was that the presentation was made by the younger generation.
Yes.
And I loved their narration and the tremendous enthusiasm with which they presented each aspect of their state. It tugged at the heart.
Yes.
So
yes.
It was awesome. I just love that. Thank you.
Congratulations, Assam.
Thank you very much, and congratulations. All right. Second place, I'd like to have Lalita Krishnaji announce, please.
Okay, first of all, I have to say I have been to Assam and I've traveled extensively there, so I strongly encourage everyone to go. Now, the second place was a very, very difficult decision. So we came out with some diplomatic response and the diplomatic answer. So we've actually got two people in second place, and that is Rajasthan and
Yay, Rajasthan.
Yay. I've been there.
And Karnataka.
Oh, wonderful.
Woo! Wow, we have a tie.
Very good, very good. And Lalita ji, maybe share your thoughts a little bit if you recall of these two second place winners.
Yeah, I'm also happy to say I've been to both the states, but I haven't seen it as extensively as was shown in these floats. I've traveled quite a bit in Rajasthan, and I can say I was just blown away by the visual imagery, the colorful depiction, the vibrancy, which we all know is true of Rajasthan, but to make it come alive in terms of, you know, the visuals and the strong storytelling and taking us through that. And Karnataka, I mean, what can you say? This richness of the culture and it felt, you know, palpable, almost like you felt you were there. It was very well put together. And, you know, I have a confession to make. I'm a foodie. So that was for me a real treat. I mean, there are so many dishes that I was noting down and I was saying, I've got to try this, I've got to try this, I've got to try this. So very, very rich in terms of the diversity of the food from each of these states. I think that was a big learning experience as well, dishes that we haven't seen. But overall, I would say there were so many little trivial details, even small details, which came alive and so beautifully done, very well done.
Yeah, very good. Well, again, congratulations to Assam in third place, and then second place Rajasthan and Karnataka. You know, my new thing these days is I go on YouTube and watch vegetarian Indian street food and go nuts. I'm a foodie as well. All right. Now, the moment that you've all been waiting for is first place, and I'd like to invite our wonderful dear friend who's been a part of Panorama India for a long time, Lata Padaji, to announce the first place winner.
Okay, now we need a drum roll.
This is Sunita's hands.
So, is the suspense built up enough?
Yes.
What? Any guesses?
Who is it going to be? I don't know.
It starts with Ma.
Maja Maharashtra. Oh my God, this is
Wow,
great.
very good. That's
Amchi
awesome.
Mumbai. Amchi Mumbai.
Jenny,
I was born, by the way,
Oh,
very
okay.
good.
Wow.
Very good. Very
Wow.
good.
and I grew up in. Yeah.
Your thoughts on the Maharashtra submission?
It was a very well put together
Yeah.
presentation, and it almost ticked off every one of the criteria.
Yeah.
If you went back to the criteria,
Yeah.
it of course displayed the vibrancy of the culture, of the cuisine, of the landmarks, of the famous people, and of course of the freedom fighters, the classical music.
Yeah.
Every part of the criteria, the architecture, the tourism in Maharashtra, no doubt. But what was particularly interesting is that the local community
Yeah.
in Toronto was involved in a big way.
Yes.
And so the local dances, the local music, the cuisine was all presented by the local Maharashtrian community in Toronto. And that's always very good to see because it's
Yes.
not a direct tourism kind of presentation, but the local community that has been established here for very long and of the second generation to a large extent. So that is, for me, a very big plus. And it was truly, a work that was, and they were proud of it. They spoke of all the people, they listed the people who were involved in putting this virtual float together. They took pride in that. And I think that was, for me, very important.
Yes.
Well, that's very good. Well, and thank you very much, because I think it was important for all of us. And kudos again, congratulations to Assam, Rajasthan, Karnataka, and Maharashtra. But at the end of the day, and I think our judges agree with me and Sumita and Apoorva, that all the participants, all the folks that entered the float, they were all winners, because at the end of the day, when you look at over 2,766 votes, that people got a chance to experience and explore your culture and of your state and all that greatness that you were able to showcase. So really, you're all winners. And thank you for allowing us to be a part of that process as well, and for us to celebrate your culture. And as I think all of our judges have said, we all plan to go to India and experience it in full swing. So over to you, Sumita.
So I know that the judges, and we have 4 winners, but I know that the judges really wanted to have a Critics' Choice Award, because there is always certain floats that, yes, they weren't, in certain categories ticked off, but the effort that was put into it and how it was brought together. So I believe that all 4 judges unanimously had one that was their Critics' Choice Award. So Jake, I'd like you to announce that one for us.
Yes, and it was again, they're all very special, but this one really took 7 states, and it's the Northeast 7 Sisters. It was incredible. You had 3 amazing hosts that took you on that beautiful journey.
Yes.
And it was visually very well put together, with the swooshes coming in from state to state, with the facts on the side. And I found the hosts were very animated and very pleasant to watch. And it really, it was amazing. And for them to put it all together, all of these 7 was incredible. So kudos to them. And this is why the judges had the Critics' Choice in choosing Northeast 7 Sisters.
So I know from Panorama India, I want to, of course, say a great big thank you to all our 4 judges on behalf of myself and Apoorva. I know Apoorva has a very, very special message for both the community and the judges as well.
Thank you, Sumita. Just want to thank you, after this, since the announcement of this virtual float has been done, I know, the various associations have been, working very hard to put together these floats. And as Jake has rightly said that, everybody's a winner in this, because everybody has taught We have taught each other a lot of things. Even I have learned a lot from this. There are various things you yourself have learned a lot of things while putting this together. So it's a great learning process, and at the end you are able to communicate to the general Canadian population the real India, the diversity of India, which is extremely important, because most of them don't know that India is so much it's so diverse. The judges will agree. Many of them, we haven't gone to most of the places all ourselves. India is so huge. I haven't been to all 28 states, and very few UTs union territories I've been to. So it's a great learning experience. So all of us who have worked on it. So first of all, I would like to thank all of you, because you have taken out so much time from your busy schedule and put this together. I know, because till now I meet people, and then I ask, okay, what do you do for living? For instance, I was asking Sumita the other day, you must be doing something for your living. The other day I was asking, you must be doing something for your living. You do community work all the time. So thanks a lot for doing that. And it's not easy. It's not easy, because you get caught up in your daily routine, and it's not easy to take out time for these works. But really thankful to the beautiful community in Toronto and GTA, who always are enthusiastic to promote Indian culture. And it's been a great experience for me. So thank you for putting this together. And I would maybe begin with the winners, but maybe every day or every week I'll put one float in our social media, in the consulate social media account, just to promote it. And all the entries will be put gradually. We'll start with the winners, of course, but that's how we will try and thank you.
That's beautiful.
I want to thank all the judges for whatever you've been doing, and we'll keep on bugging you with more and more such stuff.
Yes. So on behalf of Panorama India, I want to thank all these judges, and of course, Apoorva ji, we have to thank Incredible India, who actually has come through for us. So for us to represent 28 states, as you can imagine, we have, like Jake said, we have a huge community here. But there's still those certain states that we tried really hard, and Incredible India really helped us. And the consulate's office really helped us, because we showed their story. And that's truly hope what everybody says. So, India, get ready for when the tourism comes back, because I think there's a lot of people ready to come to India now. And I think to everybody else in the community, 44 organizations that have all come together. And it's so exciting. The consulate will be promoting these states as well, and all your hard work on their live stream as well. So thank you to all of you. And I know there's a lot of homes very happy right now, because they heard their winner. And one thing I would like to let all the winners know, post-COVID, when we are able to interact much safer, we will have a ceremony or something to celebrate the winning organizations in GTA with the consulate and the judges. And let's hope that is very soon. Thank you to everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Apoorva. Thank you, Sumita.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Lalita, Lata, and Jake.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now, as we continue, I am so excited to bring on screen with our entire board of Panorama India. As Anusha Iyer is sitting, if I could have all of our board directors appear on screen now, because it's very important for all of you to see everybody that's been behind the work that has happened. So as they're appearing on screen, on their little boxes, as we appear visually on a visual screen, they're slowly joining me on screen now. And I want to begin. There we go. There's Vedi as well. There's Sumit as well. And I think we're just waiting for Sanjay as well. I think I would ask everyone to put themselves on mute, if that's okay. So as they're appearing on screen, on their little boxes, as they appear visually on the visual, if I can have now, and I want to begin. Sanjay, can you mute yourself? There's Sumit as well. All right, so beginning, first of all, I want to introduce everybody to this board. There are other members that are hopefully going to join us soon. So I'd like to begin, of course, by recognizing Mr. Janak Bhavnani, who's Sanjay Makkar has now joined us as well. Fantastic. So let me actually begin with my co-chair, My partner in crime, Mr. Sanjay Makar, who's on the bottom left of the screen. Sanjay, wave, because we're all boxes on this beautiful screen. Sanjay has done a phenomenal job. He is our finance and sponsorship co-chair. And like I mentioned to all of you, this is a non-profit organization. None of this would have been possible without our sponsors. Sanjay, did you have a few words you wanted to share on this very special day today?
Well, I'd say the phenomenal job is done by you and the team down there, all the ladies who were engaged day and night in putting it together.
Yeah.
We did a small piece of it, but tremendous work. We are very proud, for the accomplishment where we ended this up. And I just want to congratulate the entire team for really pulling it together. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Mr. Janak Bhavnani, who is our executive director. And also he handles sponsorship and finance, and he received many, many, many calls from me. So Janak, if you would have a few thoughts today on this very special grand finale.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to everyone, the community, the sponsors, and of course the team around here, without which this couldn't have happened. To start off and say that we want to put something virtually and to really produce what we produced, the quality that we produced, absolutely amazing. I also want to thank the judges. They also gave their time, and we all saw them. Every one of them is a busy person. Lata ji, Jake, you look at Jasmine, you look at everyone around. I mean, just the communities that came along, and that was just absolutely phenomenal for me. Above all, I also want to thank the Indian Consul General, Apoorva ji. Without her support, this wouldn't have been possible. And once again, I keep saying, okay, we are Indians out of India, right? And we all bonded together to make this a big success.
Yes.
And last but not least, I also want to thank every one of the people that put together these floats. The winners are winners, absolutely. Maharashtra, congratulations. Others, congratulations. However, the effort that went into putting all these things is not easy. And really kudos to all of you. We normally would have had 250,000 people out in Nathan Phillips Square. Today we had maybe, 250, 300,000 online. We'll get these numbers tabulated at some point. To have so many thousands of votes that we had clearly showed that people were interested.
Yes.
And, once again, I say congratulations to this board to put this together. I am proud to be part of this team.
Yes.
Thank you.
Panorama
Thank you for
family.
giving me an opportunity. Yeah,
Thank you,
absolutely.
Janak. Thank you, Janak, so much. Next, I'd like to introduce Ms. Sumit Ahuja, who's our executive director for the festival. Sumit, any thoughts today on this very special day?
Sumita, are we really here?
Yes, we are.
Finally, I really don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. All I want to say is, amazing work, amazing teamwork. All those sleepless nights, long calls, video calls, chats, everybody, here, all the ladies, the grassroots level work we've done. It is commendable. In some time, we won't remember any of the other things. All we'll remember is the success, the beauty, and, the fantastic festival that we've produced together. It is kudos. And Sumita, wow, what a pumping energy you are. So everyone in the team, I'm so proud of to be part of this board, and it's amazing. Happy India Day, and we did it.
That's very sweet. Thank you so much, Sumit. Next, I'd like to actually ask Mrs. Sanjay Agarwal, who, by the way, is our Director of Vendor Management, and this year was actually very involved in our sponsorship, and also has been one of our longest directors on Panorama India. Sanjay, any thoughts today? Because this is a very different India Day than you've ever been part of.
That is true. Thanks, Sumita. It was a very interesting, very awesome experience, I would say. The team put together this virtual parade. When we thought of it, all kind of thoughts came into our mind, like how it's going to work and how it's going to happen. And I guess we did it, and the team did it. So kudos to the team. And I got a lot of feedback from the people, different people, and they were so amazed to see this virtual parade, especially that they get to know so much about the India as well, even though they've been here and they may have come from India originally.
Yes.
But everybody enjoyed it. So I can tell you this is amazing journey as a Panorama this year, especially like as you said, I've seen the Nathan Flake Square one, Dandaji Square one, but this is a amazing journey, virtual journey. So thanks and thanks to the team.
Yes. And next, I'd like to invite Ms. Vaidehi Bhagat, who is our Director of Community Relations. And so everyone knows the parade. That happened truly because of all the hard work Vaidehi did by working with the entire community and actually bringing them together and helping translate the vision we were attempting to have. So Vaidehi, do you any special thoughts? By the way, I love your scarf to begin with. That's beautiful, very India Day appropriate. But any special thoughts today, Vaidehi?
Sumita, I'm just speechless. I don't know what to say. Like, yesterday when we started during the national anthem, we all entire family stood up, and
yes.
I actually tears rolled out of my eyes. So actually, I didn't know what to say. The entire family, my family, as I would say, the entire all the community organizations, the way they have come forward, I would like to say thank you. Thank you. You are my family. And all the sponsors, thank you all. We couldn't have done without them. Please support us. Yes, please stand by us like this every time we do this. We can't do without you guys. Please. Yes. And thank you, all of you, my family. Yes. We all did it together. We did this. Yes. And we'll do it again.
Thank you so much, Vaidehi. And now I would like to ask, actually, I think we lost Anuradha and Anusha. Just so everybody knows, behind the scenes, they are actually sitting trying to put this live show together. So what I can do is I will definitely invite back Anusha and Anuradha to join us at the end, because I know that the goal is right now to get this live show done, and we have a few more elements left. So I'll be inviting them both to come back at the end of the show to join me in helping closing the show, because they are trying to actually get the next portion ready for all of you. Welcome to a live show and how things are happening as we go. Oh, Anuradha and Anusha are together. There they are, ladies. Why don't you both take a minute now and just say a few words like all the hard work. So everybody knows Anusha is a Director of Programming, and Anuradha Tejpal is a Director of Digital Media and Media itself and PR. So I'll begin with Anusha, who, as you all know, we had over 100 artists perform this weekend. And Anusha is responsible for all that hard work that went into that. So Anusha, do you have any thoughts at this time?
I felt so happy seeing each and every artist perform this weekend.
Yes.
Even though we've been speaking about this, that we've been working so hard. These 2 days, we feel that it's paid off.
Yes.
It's each and everything. Sumita, every artist is messaging me. Since the last 48 hours, I'm replying to everybody. They are so happy. They are so happy that they're like, oh my God, you got, it's not that they saw their performance, but they saw both the video, both the days.
Yeah.
Whole event, right from the beginning until the end. So this is the first time we are doing virtual, and it's an amazing response that we got from artists and the community. And I would really like to thank each and every person, artist, community people, everybody involved in it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys. In this difficult times, you made it integral, important part, and you guys made it possible for us to keep this India Day India Day celebration without having a break and go on.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Anusha.
Yeah. As you know, we just started off initially our planning was, we'll do only a small bit of programming. But when did it go to 2 constant days? We didn't realize, because that's how people were excited.
100 plus. And so you all know, we could not put all. In fact, she had way more than 100 plus. We had to pick. It is a difficult decision. It was a very tough decision. I know Anusha really struggled with it, but we had to pick and put 100 because we only had 2 days. We could not make it another week. So thank you, Anusha, for all your hard work. I'd like to recognize Anuradha Tejpal, who has been behind all the digital media. In fact, Anuradha, all these ideas. And I want to tell everybody, as I say jokingly, but I will say this much, Anuradha is truly my Swiss Army knife, because Anuradha has so many talents in so many different areas. So she not only handled the social media, the PR, the digital media. We took it to a digital realm this year. So it didn't quite just happen on its own. All that work behind the scenes, strategy. We have amazing vendors that helped us, but none of that happens without the brain and the power of this group coming together. And then on top of that, as we had this another brain idea to say, listen, we are not, let's cater to our audience. And we wanted to make sure all of you got to see the show in your own realm, where you were. So to have 20 platforms, do a live stream for 2 days. A lot of follow-up went into that, and we are so grateful. So Anuradha, any thoughts on this day and this moment of this grand finale?
Apart from the fact that we went viral, I don't know.
Says a digital media expert.
Being on 20 channels, all of these artists, all of these community organizations, giving them bigger platforms is it's a huge, big mission accomplishment. And I have to say, it's going to take some time for it to actually feel like we actually what we did. It is huge. I do want to call out community and the board members who worked so hard to pull this through. I can't even. It's been an overwhelming journey with your vision, with Sanjay Makar's vision and mission, and all of us putting in, there. But it's ultimately the community who has really won, because Jai Hind. We have shown Canada how much we love our country, and just I love that element of that.
Yeah. Thank you so much to all of you. I know we have very tight timelines, so I know I'd love to have you guys here, because as a board, we can chat forever. We do that all the time, so everybody knows, many, many, many hours. But I'd like to thank all of you. I can tell you this much, being a co-chair of an organization, the biggest, proudest moment is these people that are on the screen right now. This is, for me, the proudest moment. Each of them is phenomenal at what they do. They give their time. It's community service to them. And all of us together are grateful to this community that came together, that outpoured their love, that watched, that contributed. Everything was created for these 2 days. It's been months of mission and work and putting it together and editing it and, ensuring everybody's seen in the best light. That was our one goal. We said, we have a platform, let's make these people shine. And we, in fact, went back to certain people and said, please, just to make sure they appear in the best form. And of course, the parade. What a parade, a first time ever, I think, in all of our lives, in my lifetime for sure, a virtual parade, and this community did not fail. They came together. So on behalf of this entire board, we say thank you to this entire beautiful community, not only Toronto, as you saw, Vancouver, across Canada, India, USA. I mean, I don't even know where to tell you where this has been seen. So thank you. Yeah, thank you to everybody from entire board. Namaste. And thank you to all of you. We love you on behalf of Panorama India. So thank you to the board directors. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
I wanted to also highlight and bring forth, and if I can together, in lieu of time, the backbone. So thank you to our directors who now will disappear off our screen as I bring back our team, the support team in the back. Because none of this is possible if we did not have amazing volunteers that worked. So I'm actually going to invite all of them together in lieu of time. I'm going to invite Tanveer Kaur, who has been our administrator, our coordinator, and so much more. I'd like to also invite our social media team to join me at the same time. So I'm going to begin by inviting Tanveer Kaur to the screen. There's Vinod, that's our social media team joining. I'm so excited. They're all joining the screen. I'm just missing a few more people. There it is. And I have all our amazing team in the back. Congratulations to all of you. Let me introduce everyone so everyone knows who you all are. So I'm going to begin with Tanveer Kaur. So Tanveer has been, I call, backbone to our entire board right now, to pull it all together in the back with the entire team, with all the directors, and what I call the festival coordinator, where she was so much more. And by the way, I don't know if you all saw Tanveer can sing, because she sang this weekend. And oh my God, was she amazing. So Tanveer, congratulations for that. Tanveer, do you have any thoughts on this very special day?
All I'd say is I'm actually very emotional right now. And thank you for having me a part of the Panorama family. And Srivastava Divas ki hardik shubhkamnaएं sabko. Thank you so much. Jai Hind. Thank you everyone for coming together. Thank you for everything. It is a very, very proud moment. I do not think or know that anyone might have celebrated Independence Day for 1 week. We started the programming, everything. I am emotional. I am in tears. I was in tears yesterday.
Thank you, Tanveer, for all your hard work. Thank you so much. I want to introduce our social media team to all of you because I know the one response we've heard very clearly is Panorama's social media has been phenomenal this time round. And I will say very active, very, very active. So I'm going to, and I'm so glad Anuradha Tejpal has joined me, our director of digital media. Anuradha, if I could ask you to help introduce your beautiful team on this screen and all the work that they've done.
Thank you, Sumita, for letting me introduce my team, my backbone, social media's backbone. I'll start with Mamta Nair. I'll move on to Sujini Indra Kumar. I'll move on to Prasad Vinod and Dhara Vachani. All of them for the last 3 months have supported the social media strategy all the way from the concept, all the way from the campaign beginning to today. Talking to us every minute of the day. They've worked through their their day jobs or whatnot.
Yes.
But the passion that they've brought in for Panorama and itself also learning a new trade, it's amazing. And it's because of I do have to say a lot of things that we were able to do this year, like creating content with artists, connecting, engaging artists a little bit more, even working on the taglines and jingles and all of these cute little videos. If you haven't seen, guys, please go ahead and see it. Prasad, Mamta, Dhara, Sujini, they all made it possible. They were my ground team, and I'm so blessed to have their company, and I hope they will continue and we'll build miracles going forward. Thank you so much for all of you.
Prasad, Dhara, Mamta, and Sujini, I want to say thank you to you. Panorama's social media has never looked better. You truly are magnificent, each of you has attention to detail. And what's beautiful about this entire team, they bring it in a different angle. And I think that's one thing about our board overall and just how we think. The vision is that you have experts from every angle. That makes the best team. You have people that focus on the details. There are people who are focusing on the creative and the visuals. And there are people that are looking at what social media actually has to do. What is its role? What is our purpose? And I think our number one purpose at Panorama India was not through this entire 2 days and the entire time we've been working from Namaste Live to now, has been how do we make this community engage? How do we keep making the platform that we try and provide? That is our role. We're all volunteers, our directors, everyone here is a volunteer. We love India. We're proud of what India is. We love being Canadian Indians. And we love living in a country that lets us celebrate it in such a grand way. And what you've done on social media, and truly, I think during COVID, it's become even more relevant and you engaged everybody. So I think only fitting with all of you on this screen, I think we should do a Jai Hind together, if that works, because है ना, emotional तो होना चाहिए थोड़ा. So together, 1, 2, 3, Jai Hind. Thank you to all of you. And the show is not done. I want to let everybody know if everyone's on screen, I'd like to end the show actually, and Anuradha and Anusha. So we wanted to end this show today because we had an artist that we wanted to highlight. He was a gentleman that, as an artist that appeared on our show, Mr. Omkar. And Omkar released a very, very special song that released on India Friday. And so our Saturday morning here. And it's a special dedication tribute for India Day. And we would like to show that as part of our closing performance right now. So please take a look at this beautiful piece of work he did. And we were privileged to be part of it.
ये देश उसकी एक नियत की है, विश्व कल्याण की नियत की है। ये विवेकानंद जी ने कहा था, ये नियति को पूर्ण करने के लिए ये भारत का जन्म हुआ है, ये हिंदुस्तान का जन्म हुआ है। इसकी परिपूर्ति के लिए 125 करोड़ देशवासियों ने तन मन से मिलकर के राष्ट्र के कल्याण के लिए आगे बढ़ना है।
मेरे जज्बातों से इस कदर वाकिफ है मेरी कलम कि मैं इश्क लिखना चाहूं तब भी इनकलाब लिख जाती है। वो दौड़ते वो भागते लोग हो जाए शुरू, वो ट्रेन की धड़कन हो जाए शुरू। से सूरज जितना जमीन पर तारा जितना हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं डटकर हर जंग को जीते हैं हंसकर हर रस्म निभाते हैं हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं डटकर हर जंग को जीते हैं हंसकर हर रस्म निभाते हैं हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं बंद कमरों में नहीं आया धुले हाथों पे नहीं आया याद आती है दोस्तों याद आता है हम सफर होकर बुलंद हम खड़े हैं जैसे खड़ा हो समुंदर सरहद पे खाकी लहराए जान पर तिरंगा चढ़ जाए अब ना थकेगा ये आसमां अब ना रुकेगा ये इम्तिहान मेरे मिट्टी पे अब सवाल है हर हाथ नली अब ढाल है हर धुन हर एक ताल है अब आसमान बेमिसाल है हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं डटकर हर जंग को जीते हैं हंसकर हर रस्म निभाते हैं हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं डटकर हर जंग को जीते हैं हंसकर हर रस्म निभाते हैं हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे
That was beautiful, Omkar. Congratulations on a beautiful created piece for India Day. Omkar, you're very talented. He's available on YouTube / Omkar, OM and then KARR. You know, these are all artists who are building and creating pieces, and we need to support them. So please follow him on YouTube. He appeared on Namaste Live with us, just like all the other artists that you've seen on Namaste Live and everything else that we do. Please, we ask you to support them through social media, through following them. You know, this year, as we did India Day for the first time ever virtually, we know that the artists could not hear your claps, you know, but the way you showed love online, the comments, the feedback, they all are watching that, they're reading that. This is not ended. We ask you to continue to share your love online. We will be sharing segments of this entire 2-day for the next little while for all of you, because I know many of you may have missed pieces, and that's okay. That's why it's digital. We are able to share it all with you. But the way you show your appreciation and that love to all these artists and those parade float organizations is by sharing your love online, by posting messages. On behalf of this board of Panorama India, I truly want to say a great big thank you. As a board, we have worked very hard for this, but we simply did it because we want to have the community celebrate in a time that has not been easy for everyone. We all missed celebrating it together in Nathan Phillips Square, but you did not fail us. You came online, you celebrated with us online, you have been there every step of the way, the messages coming in, the live streams, the media partners. We cannot say to you how proud and grateful and blessed we are in this city, that we have such phenomenal South Asian media that comes through, that makes sure that all the grassroots level, that the content we built, the information that we've been sharing has been reached, between covering it pre-event and now while the 2 days have happened, the live stream. Never have we had with 20 platforms live streamed an event. So we thank you for that. We thank you for coming part of this crazy little vision and journey that Panorama India wanted to put together for this community. We thank you, and we will continue to hopefully make you all proud and continue to serve this community by delivering a platform and showcasing more and more artists. So if you haven't been showcased, you want to reach out. Namaste Lives are still ongoing, and we hope to see you all back for Republic Day for the next big celebration. But we are going to be back in 2 weeks with an amazing Namaste Live lineup. And thank you again. I wish all of you a very special 74th India's Independence Day celebration on behalf of Panorama India and our Indian Consul General Apoorva Srivastava ji, who has been truly supportive, our sponsors, who we are grateful to, and our entire community. Thank you, and Jai Hind.